I have always been very independent. I've always been very in charge of my life. I've always made a plan. I've always followed through with it. I've always done whatever it takes to get an assignment done. And all of a sudden, I could not do it. I was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia in November of 2010. It was something I never imagined. I had been such a healthy person. I had run 7 marathons. I had just been called as Relief Society president in my ward. And I felt like everything was falling into place for me to finish my dissertation. But my ward really rallied around me. I've never seen a ward like that before. My bishop visited me at least once or twice a day, and my hospital room was always full of incredible people. They gave me rides to appointments and to the hospital and to doctor's visits and to treatments, and they brought me dinner. I'm really into quilting, and I'd made a lot of quilts for a lot of other people. And then all of a sudden to see them bring me quilts that they had made was amazing. I had to be in the hospital for a really long time. I lost my hair 3 times altogether. When I was first diagnosed, I was in shock, and it took me a really long time before I could actually pray or read my scriptures or make any sense of it. But I had friends who prayed the whole time, and they prayed for me and they prayed with me. And then I had friends who would bring me quilts and wrap me up in those quilts, and I could feel their love. I just think of what Jesus did and how he seemed to always look out for the poor and the weak and the super needy. In watching these people come and take care of me, that is where my heart softened, and that was when I could actually kneel down and pray. I was always the one taking a meal to someone or babysitting or planning the funeral or whatever, and all of a sudden this all had to be done for me. And it's funny because once I did learn how to receive, I also learned how to give. This past round of leukemia, I met a woman across the hall from me who is also suffering from leukemia. She was about my age and also LDS and also single, and so we really connected. It was neat to be able to watch her and see what she was going through and sort of follow her, and then she went home. And then I really had to go into the middle of my dark place in my transplant, but she would come and visit me. And after I started getting better and going home, her leukemia came back a second time. So then I went back and I would visit her. And it was just this really cool reciprocal thing where we just visited each other and buoyed each other up. To me, living proof means having experienced something that changes you. I feel like I've been in the depths of despair, both physically and emotionally, but I feel like I've also been lifted up out of those depths of despair, not only by other people around me, but also by a very loving Heavenly Father who has been with me and who has provided me with the comfort and the assistance and the strength that I have needed.